don't think she'll mind spending a little time in jail doing me a favor.
She can spare in a homicide, and I'm going to see that she takes the fall for it.
You don't know Maury, and I do.
He wouldn't kill you, would he?
Snitch! I'm going to get Ziegler if it's the last thing I ever do.
In a minute. She'll cut.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
I feel better already.
Now, we can proceed with the game. I promise you I won't cheat.
I hope not. We better ante up, otherwise there's nothing to win.
Stark was spotted by airport intelligence deplaning from a Detroit flight Monday morning.
And we hear about it 4 days later. What the heck are they using for communications? Pigeons?
It got misrouted, Bill.
I tell you something, if Maurice Ziegler's planning a hit on his ex-bookkeeper, this is just the turkey he'd get to do it.
Finley ought to be safe for the moment. There can't be more than 6 people who know where we've got him holed up.
Are you kidding? He's got a bigger budget for snitches than we got.
Oh. Then the hit could come when we shuttle Finley to the courthouse.
You better put an intelligence report out on this guy. I mean, right now.
It's on you.
I'll take 3. Hey, we better ante.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Off the top.
2
for me, please.
2. Now, excuse me, the doctor's got to see what he has below. I'll take 1, gentlemen.
I'll bet 1 blue.
Yes, what about you, sir?
I'll bump you 2 blues.
Oh, you bumped 2 blues. Oh.
See ya.
No, I don't. I'm out.
You're 2, I'll call. Well, what you got?
Read 'em and weep. Aces and 8s.
That's a dead man's hand, Finley.
How's that?
Wasn't that old Wild Bill Hickok thought he had it made?
And he got it in the back.
I don't believe either of you, but I'll drink to that.
The man doesn't believe his beat.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you guys call, we put immediate roadblocks on all the bridges. The choppers and the harbor police are patrolling the shoreline. We definitely got Stark holed up on that island. Come on, let's get at it.
Okay, well, when did he check in? Was he alone? Uh-huh. That's all, huh? Okay. All right, I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bill? I might have something here.
Huh?
Bill, I got something, I think.
There's something besides those beautiful brown blurry eyes?
Considering how tired I am, I'm sure they're bright red. I checked out hotels and motels. Would you turn that thing off? I've checked out hotels, motels, and reasonable facsimiles within a 5-hour radius of the island. There's one called the Churchill Arms, kind of snazzy with one very interesting guest.
How interesting.
We only checked in a few days ago. He's hardly gone out except for a couple of hours last night. And he's made a couple of calls to Detroit, Michigan. Could be something.
What's the name of that hotel?
The Churchill Arms on Ocean Avenue.
The man's registered as Dolan, 404.
Is he in?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Ziegler's chick.
Yeah. Our friend's in 404. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Taylor. Pete, we want Stark alive and talking.
Right. I'll get the fire escape plan.
Good. You died on me. Call an ambulance. Hey, Pete, get up here.
Police emergency. This is Sergeant Anderson. Request ambulance. Churchill Arms, 657 Ocean Avenue, room 613. Right.
Smell it. What's that smell like to you?
Cologne. I think it's 812, but I'm not sure.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, so far. Yeah. Yeah, Joe. I told you to Taylor, not Buster. Just try not to fall in till I get there, okay? If he comes to, try to get a statement. Pete, you're with me. What'd you charge her with?
Running a red light, speeding, reckless driving, in violation of State Ordinance 1012,
What the heck is that?
polluting the harbor.
What payoff?
Ma'am?
Sure.
It's nice. It has a very familiar smell to it, Miss Bly.
It shouldn't. It's expensive. Tray, share, as they say. And it's binning. I don't like formalities, especially with attractive men. Jamais, as they say.
Okay. Benny,
See, that's better.
you know that this has the same smell as the payoff money?
Proving what?
Proving that you carried the payoff money in your purse. Didn't you?
My, aren't you the detective? But you're wrong, Shylock.
Sherlock.
Sherlock.
That's better. But you did carry the payoff money in your purse, didn't you, Benny?
Mr. Stark happened to adore my cologne, and so I bought him a bottle of it for Christmas.
Well, then how do you explain this? I mean, is this a birthday present to you?
We just spent a few hours together, and apparently while I wasn't looking, he just put that in my bag. I don't know why. I can't imagine why, but when I saw it, well, I didn't want to get busted on a Sullivan, so I got rid of it.
I tell you, Benny, you got the wrong state. See, the Sullivan law is strictly New York.
Oh, they don't have one of those out here in the boonies, huh?
You're not going to tell me anything, are you?
I already have.
What happened to Pinocchio when he didn't tell the truth?
So, all we still got on old Murray Ziegler is a big fat nothing.
Throw his old lady into the slam on a murder charge. Maybe that'd give him something to think about.
And the bail money that the 8 lawyers would have come up with would take about 8 seconds.
That's possible. In the meantime, Stark's still in the ball game. Ballistics phone said that bullet they took out of Finley came out of Stark's gun.
The complexes are slowing. You'd better make it fast.
Mr. Stark, I'm a police officer. You are going to die. With that knowledge, please understand that any statement you make will have overriding validity in a court of law. Now, will you tell us who hired you to murder Arthur Finley?
$250,000.
Maury, I was fortunate to get any bail set at all. Anyway, I doubt if we can make bail on her.
What do you mean by that?
Her probation officer contacted me after we left court. Said they're going to violate her probation.
Where'll they put her?
Well, she's just like a sentenced prisoner. She'll go to Browder for women. It isn't half bad, considering. Look, Maury, one charge is akin to first-degree murder.
So, what do you advise me to do?
Well, we can try to bail her out, get her probation hold dropped.
And fly her down to Rio for a while, huh?
If she's out on bail, she sticks around.
Look, Wilson, Benny's crazy about me. Don't forget, I took her out of that hillbilly joint and put her on television. Got her a record contract in Nashville.
You've been very good to her.
The way Benny feels about me, I don't think she'll mind spending a little time in jail doing me a favor.
I don't know, Maury.
Well, I do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to finish my massage.
Well, Maury Ziegler's opened the door for us. And Leanne Pepper Anderson can go through it if she wants to. You can go right through that door, sweetheart.
What door is that?
Oh, one fitted with those little steel bars.
You know, Miss Blythe's gonna be hurting in that hole.
That's right.
She's gonna need a friend.
Like Leanne Pepper, what's her name?
Egging her on and holding her hand, trying to get to blow the whistle on that mean old Murray Ziegler, the man who put her there.
I think I hate you guys. I know I hate you guys. I am positive I hate you guys.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Pepper Anderson, this is Dr. Esther Howell.
Nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. You want to come in and have a drink? What would you like?
I'd like soft one, thanks.
Bill,
I think I'll have a shot of that tequila Pete left here if you still got some. Why don't you sit over there, Doctor?
Okay.
No Spanish tonight.
Oh, you do? I'm so glad you were able to come over, Doctor. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
we had an interesting conversation coming over. She's got some things to tell you. I told the doctor we're taking you before Judge McNally tonight and charging you with prostitution.
I can hardly wait.
She'll be known as Eve Dennis. We've already tipped the judge off to give her 60 days in women's jail.
I see.
See, what we'll do is we'll put her in the lockup. She'll be seen by the sentenced prisoners. That way it'll help launch her cover.
I think it'll also be helpful in that it'll get her into the role, too. Oh, should I be stepping up my Stanislavski? Well, it couldn't hurt.
Listen, don't make jokes. Dr. Howell here is the leading authority on female penology.
I'm serious.
Well, Pepper, we have made a study that could be helpful to you. We've studied jailers and convicts, and, well, they're both in the same environment. As you know, there's one overwhelming difference, and that is that the jailers know every minute of the day that if they choose, they can just walk out. The cons know they can't. But the strange thing is that this affects the very look in their eye, their whole attitude, even the way they carry their body, and, well, this goes double for a fish.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, and I can't remember.
Fish is what they call a new con.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you, and there's one thing these gals hate more than anything in the world, and that's a snitch, an informer. You better not forget that.
What else shouldn't she forget, Doctor?
I don't mean to scare you at all, Pepper, but you're walking into a powder keg of emotions. People who feel frustrated, futile. You've got your ideal base for violence to occur. It could be fatal.
Okay, Jacqueline, I'll take her over to the dormitory.
Ooh-wee. Look at that. Say, look at that action. Hey, baby, you seen any good tricks lately?
When you get through with this one, you better check in on Sally. She's at it again.
All right.
Hey, Josie, look what's coming.
Hey, Jocko. Who's the new fish?
Eve. Joe's a trustee. She'll help you learn the ropes.
Sure I will.
Thanks.
This is your room, Eve. If you want nice things, you can make them in sewing class. I'll take these. Obey the rules. You'll get along here just fine.
Dear Crowley, I think you're a sinner. Listen, I got a sable. I wore it like a wrap, right? Fantastic. I don't know what it cost. Wait a minute, I take it back. I do know what it cost. I went out the next day and I priced it. And let me tell you, did it cost? Well, anyway.
Oh, hey, here, I made these.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's terrific. That's fine. Listen, has anybody got a cigarette?
Yeah, sure. Here, take mine. I've got plenty. Keep the pack.
Thank you.
Miss Bly?
Miss Bly. Call me Benny. Listen, like the man said, we're all equal under the law.
Yeah. Some law.
Yeah, that Benny's really got it hacked with that old man of hers.
Ooh, you better believe it.
I'm gonna get me some of that action.
Honey, you would need some blue contact lenses and a hell of a lot of bleach.
Yeah. No, I really mean it. I'm gonna get me an old man. I'm gonna get out of this hole. I'm gonna get me some furs, some diamonds, do it all up.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Good night.
What's good about it?
How do you like the water, fish?
Finished with it?
Come on, lady, give me a break.
Listen, tell Bill to stand by. Nothing's tomorrow. But they're treating her like a real celebrity. I'd hate to be in here for 20 years.
Yeah, these goosenecks give you a lot of trouble sometimes.
Yeah, I see that.
Come on. I've been in the business a long time.
No carrots, please.
She means yes, please. Hey, do you mind? I got a fish at my table. Eats nothing but carrots.
Oh, carrots.
Maybe your mom told her they were good for her eyes. Hey, Eve, I'm taking you under my wing.
Oh, what do I do, cluck?
Oh, listen. Without Mother Hen, a cute little chick like you is fair game.
Okay, where do I roost?
Just follow Mother Hen.
Oh, yeah?
My dad has his Tennessee accent.
And Mom says, so what is he talking about?
Hey, gang, this is Eve. She's okay.
Hi, fellas. Hi.
Yeah, she's a fish.
Come on, Corinne.
I said she's okay, okay?
Oh, la-di-da.
Big mouth over there is Corinne. That's Dolores, Ann, Edith, and our very own superstar, Miss Vinnie Blythe. Hey. She once did a guest shot on Hee Haw.
Oh, yeah?
Give her your carrots.
No, I've decided to eat them myself. My mommy said they make my eyes pretty.
Yeah, you need it, lady. Benny is Maury Ziegler's girl.
Was.
Shut up.
Don't talk to me that way.
Listen, I know who I'm talking to, and I said, shut up, darling.
Don't hand me none of your honky trash. I ain't your darling, just like you ain't Ziegler's darling. Not no more, baby, not no more. Let me tell you something, baby. You've had it with him. You're nothing to him. He's got somebody else. I know that. We all of us know that. Get out of my carrots. Excuse me, girls.
Who started this?
Corinne!
Snitch. Snitch! All right, Corinne, let's go. Snitch! Come on, Corinne. Snitch! Corinne! Snitch! What? Snitch! Shut up! You think you're better than all the rest of us? Snitch! Come on.
Eat it yourself.
Miss Benny Blythe. There's sure something rotten in here.
I kind of like that pillow. Take that to my
Ooh,
room,
it
will you,
stinks.
girls?
Have it.
Yeah.
Where again?
No,
You gave them to me.
Next time, you keep your big mouth full of carrots, snitch.
Please shut up. This is mine.
That's yours? You want it so bad? Here's your new sable, sweetie. There she goes. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, she's
Sure
a
is.
real winner. No.
Here, come on.
No, get out of here. You're like the rest of them animals.
Come on, let me.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Oh, leave. What do you want? You're too late. Come on, come on.
Insomnia? Eve, this is Lois. We're putting her across the aisle. Introduce her around tomorrow, okay?
Sure. This is your room, Lois.
Slate, we'll give you further instructions in the morning. Good night.
Fancy meeting you here, Sergeant.
The name's Eve Dennis.
But you tell it to all the girls. Well, I'm gonna tell them different. Cop. You lousy pig.
You listen to me, Lois. You're going to keep your mouth shut, understand?
Oink, oink!
You're going to keep it shut or you're never going to get out of this place.
You can't threaten me. This is my place.
Listen to me, baby. You blow things for me, and I'll see that you end up doing more years in here than you've got fingers and toes. And you better believe that. As of now, right now, you are a very sick girl. You've never felt so sick. You are nauseous. You are feverish. What you probably have is contagious. Correction, it is contagious.
What are you talking about?
Something that's going to carry you down to quarantine, to county general isolation for as long as I want you to stay there.
Swine.
Take it easy. Now, you play along with me, and I won't cross you, but you better do as I say. Understand?
What's going on in here?
Oh, this new girl is sick. You know, she passed out. Huh.
How do you feel?
Lousy.
Help me get her up.
Come on, sweetie. Now what?
Well, we just thought we'd drop by.
Borrow a cup of sugar? Listen, I may be locked up in this hole, but I still have some rights. And one of them is I pick my visitors.
Well, Benny, you've had time to think.
Oh, yes. We go to the hairdressers and reread Hemingway and listen to some of my favorite Hank Williams records.
You sound like you like it here.
Love it.
Well, that's good, because you're going to be here for a hell of a lot longer than the 2-week package tour, let me tell you. I mean, I hope you realize that that little meeting you had with Stark suggests both conspiracy and premeditation. And premeditation means murder one. And tell her what that means, Joe.
Gas chamber. Come on, Sarge. Let's not scare the little lady to death.
This little lady conspired with a killer.
Why don't you take it easy?
Easy, listen. She conspired on a homicide, and I'm going to see that she takes the fall for it.
Look, come on. Why don't we give the lady a break, huh? Why don't you let her make a deal with the DA? It's Maury Ziegler we want.
Hey, you know something? Your hard cop, soft cop routine's got whiskers. I want to see my lawyer now. Listen, honey, could you use some weed? Got some? Yeah, Benny's too. Or if you want some junk, do you use it?
No.
Okay, girls. Let's get those little wheels spinning.
Behave yourself this time, Corinne, or it's back to isolation.
Jonesy, I want to talk to you. I'll be back in a minute.
Don't rush it on our account, Bill. Pig. That damn hole because of you. Damn snitch. Fix your mouth. You know, people with big mouths get hurt. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna fix your mouth right now.
She's not worth a homicide rap, that's for sure.
Damn snitch. Broad. Honey, you know what I like? Yeah. Come on, I'll help you.
Hey, Corinne, welcome home.
Hi, Bill.
How'd it go down, Corinne?
Not quite the way we rehearsed it.
What do you mean?
I nearly strangled Pepper, and she almost busted my shoulder.
Well, that's what you call realism. I'm proud of you.
You know what you sound like? Like the manager who told his beat-up boxer, he hasn't laid a glove on us, kid.
Listen, if you promise not to strangle me, I'll show you a couple of holes that even Pepper doesn't know about.
Or else. Now, you tell Maury that.
Take it easy, Benny.
I won't. I mean it. I mean it! Are you all right?
Yeah.
Eve. Listen, I forgot to say thank you.
For what?
For saving my life. You know, I don't care why you did it. All I know is because you did, I'm here, and forget it. I never will. Hey, honey, things can't be all that bad. Oh, yes, they can.
What'd you do, blow a fuse?
She's threatened Ziegler.
Lady, I'm a married man.
Huh.
Some people, huh?
Or else, Maury. That's what she said. Maury, let me try to bail her out, or you'll regret it.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes?
The marshal's office.
Are you Maury Ziegler?
That's right.
I'm from the marshal's office. I have a subpoena for you.
It's a subpoena commanding you to testify before the grand jury.
Against Benny? All right.
And it also forbids you to leave the court's jurisdiction.
You've done your duty, officer. Now get out.
Maury, if you want my advice...
I don't. Now, why don't you get lost, too?
Mr. Ziegler, Al Miller mentioned some broad send that place on a narc rap. I think he said she gets out on Friday. Maybe she'll be needing some bread.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta talk to someone. Okay, please? Sure. Come on in. Sit down. Sorry I don't have a coffee to offer you.
Listen, about that cop I saw before. That Crowley?
Yeah.
Well, he said...
Yeah, what'd he say?
He said I could get the gas chamber.
He's bluffing.
You think so?
You only did what Maury asked you to do, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, the worst they could give you is life. live. Well, not really live. They'd parole you someday.
Oh, sure, when I'm a hag, a real hag.
He wants me to keep my mouth shut, but he won't bail me out of here. Well, then you don't owe him a thing, right?
Oh, I don't know, Eve.
Listen, in this world, a girl has to take care of number one. I learned that when I was sweet 16, only I was about 12. What else did this cop say?
He said that I could talk to the DA and, tell him about the things I know.
Well, I'd buy that.
You don't know, Maury, and I do.
He wouldn't kill you, would he? Listen, Penny. I've been around the block a few times, and I know a lot of things. If you go to the DA and tell him what you know, tell him what he wants to hear, him and the cops, they'll help you get away from here and away from Ziegler, and you can start all over again. Real fresh.
Start fresh. Yeah. It's a beautiful word, suddenly fresh. Like spring, rain, and lullaby. You know something? My daddy, a long time ago, he told me that those 3 words were the most beautiful words in the whole English language. Well, yeah. Good night, Eve. Thanks. Listen, I feel a lot better, honest.
Anytime you feel like talking, come on in and talk. And it'll be okay.
Well, that's one way to get out of this joint.
Poor thing OD'd.
OD hell, she wasn't even a user. Damn it, Ziegler got to her.
Yo, look, Bill, what are we gonna do about Pepper?
I'm jerking you out.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, Sergeant.
Come on, Pep, cut it, will you?
I just can't walk away from this one. If we hadn't pushed her into threatening Ziegler, she'd still be alive.
So life can be lousy sometimes. Forget it, will you?
No! I'm going to get Ziegler if it's the last thing I ever do.
Look, Pepper, we're not running a vendetta here. Now, one of these days, Ziegler will make a slip and we'll nail him. For now, we're stuck.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't you? What do you know about?
I suspect, and strongly, that Benny was done in by our local friendly pusher, a girl named Jo Enders.
Yeah, go on.
They release her on Friday. Spring me the same day, okay, Bill?
What makes you think you can tie her to Ziegler?
Just let me try, okay? Hey.
Hi, how are
Just
you?
came in to say goodbye. My lawyer got my sentence, modified.
You mean you blow this trap?
Yep.
When?
Tomorrow.
Hey, listen, I get out tomorrow, too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, 2 of us. Hey, what are your plans?
Well, my old man will be waiting for me.
Yeah, with like maybe 10 tricks in tow.
Yeah.
Listen, sweetie, how would you like to take a trip, just the 2 of us?
A trip? You and me?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. Acapulco?
Acapulco, it's hot there.
How about Paris?
Yeah. Where would we get the bread?
Listen, I got 20 thou coming.
Oh, you're putting me...
No, it's the truth.
Oh, come on.
Really? No, I'm on the level.
Well, I got a level with you. Now, Silky, he's gonna be waiting for me, right?
Right.
Our life with him, it's, it's not perfect, but it's a steady thing. I ditch him, and it turns out you're snowing me about the money, then I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Listen, the guy with the bread is meeting me at the gate.
Now you come along and watch while he hands it over. 20,000?
Silky.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Okay, great to be out. This is my pal, Joe.
How you doing?
She's gonna take me away from it all for a while.
No, she isn't. Look, I paid a lot of bread to that shyster to spring you.
Well,
I paid plenty of
don't you
bread.
hold on. Hey, wait a minute.
What's the trouble?
This pimp's making noise. Come on. This is Eve. Eve Dennis. She helped me out with that little chore, you know.
Come on, girl. Come here, girl.
Hey, come on, Silky, take it easy.
Get lost, Pop. Hey, what you...
Come on, hey, Silky. Silky, come on, I wouldn't cross you, man. I'll call you.
You owe me. I won't forget it, baby. I'll see you again, Smack.
Okay, man. See you, Silky.
Big ones. Do you believe me now?
It's not enough. We want another 20.
Or else what?
Or we blow whistles, don't we, Joe?
Eve, are you freaked out or something?
No, and I'm not afraid of this creep either. He's just a stooge for Maury Ziegler.
What do you know about Mr. Ziegler?
Well, I know he's paying Joe here for dusting his girlfriend.
Oh, she didn't get that from me, honest.
Baby, you want to know something we can all do without you?
Get the heat away, dummy. I got this friend. She doesn't hear from me by 6. The cops move in on Ziegler.
Oh, I didn't know anything about this.
I gotta make a phone call.
No phone calls, lover. Just take us to the man with the bread.
He's not gonna like this.
You'll like it a lot less if you don't.
Third and Commerce at 11 o'clock.
Mr. Ziegler. Wait here.
You got class. Maybe tourist, but class. And I like that. Robert, get the ladies a drink. 20,000 more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You've got it. I like your style.
Scotch and water, please.
It's going down smooth.
And 20 makes 40.
Thank you.
Aren't you gonna count it?
I trust you. Thanks. Come on, Joe.
What about this girlfriend that's waiting for you? Don't you think you ought to call her and let her know everything's all right?
Don't worry about her. She's probably not even home yet.
Call her anyway.
Well, let's see, what time is it anyway? She usually doesn't get home till 5.
Go ahead and try it. She's probably got a nice boss, and he gave her the afternoon off.
Sure, why not? Oh, hello, is Francesca there? Oh, too bad. No, it's all right. I'll call her late.
The time will be 3:47 and 20 seconds.
Lose them. Permanent.
That's it. 12:50 today, 3 move in.
Please, Happy.
Stop, Crowley! Freeze, Turkey! Freeze!
Okay.
Requesting additional assistance, 611 Elm Drive.
Bill, you okay? Bill! Bill!
When you finish that report, I'm taking you to the movies.
Finished. What's up?
Nothing's up. I'm taking you to the movies.
What, it's a scary movie? You're afraid to go alone?
No, it's an oldie with Patsy Kelly and Thelma Todd. It's all about this women's prison, and you're gonna love it.
Oh,
it's right
you
down your
are
alley.
rotten. Rotten! Even beat up, you're rotten.
I don't know. I got these passes.
Oh, that's different.
Anyway, it's a preview.
This is a setup.
I don't understand. Did I retain somebody?
An attorney, darling. La creme de la creme.
Picture a more vivacious girl working for you. Someone who could use a little body action.
We've got to find a way to shut them both up.
I just sent Sergeant Anderson up to her apartment to tell her about her husband.
Oh, hello, Crowley. This is your disappearing, going on vacation Purple Claw. Just thought I'd check in one last time. Let you know my bikinis are packed and I'm off and running. So before you say anything, don't say anything.
Listen, Purple Claw. Do I seem like the kind of a guy who would interfere with a girl's vacation?
Crowley?
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. I want you to have a great time, sweetheart. Really. I don't care. Honey, where did you say you were going?
Oh, you want to know where I'm going? You want to know? Well, you know what? No way. I got a week off and I don't want any calls poolside. Where's this file? Where's that file? You can just find the file all yourself, okay? Say goodbye to the troops and listen, Bill, try to survive.
Not only survive, honey, we're going to prevail. And if you're not back in a week, I'm going to slap a blonde wig on Styles. A bikini, I don't know about it.
Bye-bye.
Have a good time.
Stop him! Stop that mask! He's got her first! Stop him!
for you, Hilda. Banged up, all in one piece.
Good. Name?
No name, but hit by a truck of a nice, clean dry cleaning firm.
Well, you gotta get hit by a truck. It's the best kind.
$20, Hilda? Oh, come on, you're kidding. You know it's worth more.
Well, if it is, you'll get more.
Washington, it's only money.
Only money?
It's only a matter of arriving at a fair amount.
Well, let me tell you something. I have come to live and breathe by the stuff. The happy juice of life. It's the holiest of stuff.
Yeah, I'll speak to her. Hilda? Right away. Calhoun? Mrs. Morris wants a runner over at Linden Hospital right away.
That Morris woman, I don't like her.
Hilda is good at her job.
She's ice. Or heart of stone.
Well, I'll admit she's not a specialist like you, Washington, but in life, well, in life, all of us are specialists. All of us, in our own way, have a function.
All of you wouldn't be here if it weren't for me. And in this funny accident business, I'm the artist, the Leonardo. I'm the reason you wear those fancy clothes and smell so pretty. So it's got to be a partnership. A full suit and tie partnership. And that's what I'm gonna get.
You are not allowed in here, Mrs. Morris. You know that. I shan't be long, Mrs. Thomas. I'm calling the head nurse.
Do that if you don't want to keep your job.
Now, dear, we do have to know your name. And you'll need a lawyer. A very fine lawyer. And we'll see that you get one. Pepper. Sounds like Andrews.
Oh, Polly, make sure that that runner to Linden Hospital has an attorney's retainer form.
Yes, Mr. Calhoun. Good morning, Mr. Markson.
That is the last one, Dan.
Larry. Dear Larry. You know, you sit on your rump all day and sweet talk the insurance adjusters. Is that so bad?
You just don't seem to understand, Markson, do you? I have had it here. I'm fed up. I'm not practicing law. I'm shoveling manure.
Law. Do you know what Hilda says? She says you need a seeing-eye dog these days to find a courthouse.
I don't need her to tell me I'm a miserable lawyer.
A correction counselor. A rich, miserable lawyer. Come on. Have some more brandy, Larry. Good for the blood pressure. Oh, and, that tie. Clashes horribly with that suit. It's very gauche, Larry.
Howdy. You're late. Busy day on the freeways. Cars are bounding around like balls in a pool hall. You know, I must have handed out 8 cars at least. Yeah. You'll be hearing from him. Oh, good. You know, this one guy, car sideswipes him, and all he gets is a cut over the eye. Stay put, says I. He says, I'm all right. I said, like hell you are. You're going to need a lawyer. And thinks I, even a jerk like Calhoun. Oh, you beer?
No, thanks, Russ.
Well, why the meet?
Washington, he wants in. Full partnership.
You tell him no. No way.
Might be difficult, Russ. The man is unique, isn't he, Hilda?
Yes. I mean, Russ, do you know any other man who can twist his bones so that his x-rays look like spaghetti, then snap them back into place again?
And the insurance company is meanwhile paying off. Well, for us.
My vote is no. No more partners.
Hilda, your vote?
Unique? Yes. Partnership? No.
Well, just to make it unanimous, my vote is no. Isn't democracy nice? Oh, and Russ, why don't you make Washington's next accident his last one?
Dr. Gary Ballard, please report to the information desk. Dr. Gary Ballard, information desk, please.
What happened? Oh, good morning. You were in an accident, but you're going to be fine, just fine. But Miss Andrews, we've been unable to locate any identification. Were you carrying anything?
This just came in.
Was it Peppers?
Mm-hmm. A messenger just brought it in from the postal inspector's office. They found it in the mailbox in Tres Cruces.
ID badge, everything's in it. Except a gun.
Ahora, Alicia, para mía. Firma aquí.
¿Pero qué quiere que haga? No quiero firmar, no.
Hi. You feeling better?
Alicia.
Yes.
Alicia.
What's going on over there? Oh, our beloved Samaritan, Mrs. Morris, direct descendant from Lady Macbeth, is a front for a capping racket.
Alicia.
Ambulance chasing. They practically own this place. That woman probably is an illegal. Well, correction, is an illegal. Morris would know about that. So she threatens the woman that unless she signs with her lawyers, the insurance companies would turn her over to the immigration people. Except it never comes out that way.
Lily, if that's true, why don't you report it to the proper authorities?
Miss Andrews, my big, beautiful husband was just laid off last week. We've got 3 beautiful kids. And hamburger is still almost $1 a beautiful pound. So you see, I'd like to.
Oh, Alicia.
But I can't.
Gracias, chiquita.
Dr. Paul Segunde, room 310, please.
Well, Miss Andrews, how are we feeling today?
We is feeling lousy.
Well, you were pretty much out of it when you signed the retaining form.
I don't understand. Did I retain somebody?
An attorney, darling. La crème de la crème. The best. See? Your thumbprint. Good as a signature.
Why couldn't you have waited?
Because, my dear, there are insurance adjusters, bloodsuckers, leeches, who'd move in on you before you knew what was happening.
Here?
Oh, yes, right here in the hospital. Well, then, I see you later.
Dr. Mike Besser, nurses station, 3rd floor, please.
No, it's Leanne Anderson. Leanne Anderson. That's right.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. There's no record of anyone by that name.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's a Andres Concepcion, Andrews Pepper.
Avalon Manuel.
Wait a minute. Pepper Andrews? When was she admitted?
On Monday, she was in an accident, hit by a truck.
Where was that?
In Tres Cruces.
Is she all right?
I'm sorry, I can't give out that information.
Well, then listen, why don't you put me through to her?
Sorry, sir, there are no phones in the wards. Visiting hours are 6 to 8 p.m.
Good evening, Pepper.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Morris.
Now, who was it who said, roses may beckon toward us, but they speak toward heaven and God? Henry Ward Beecher, I think.
Oh, thank you.
And who was it who said, there's nothing worse than hospital soap? Presto, made from fine lettuce, infinitely delicate, and for you, Pepper.
Thank you. They're lovely. Mrs. Morris, do you work on the staff here?
Oh, no. The Samaritans are a volunteer organization.
But it isn't work to me. I feel it's sort of an obligation.
And I'll bet these flowers and things like the soap, you pay for them with your own money.
As the purse is emptied, the heart is filled. And that is Victor Hugo, and he was so right. You just ask Mr. Markson someday.
Oh, well, I know Victor Hugo, but who is Mr. Markson?
Daniel Markson. He heads the Samaritans. And if I might say, selflessly.
Pepper?
Herschel, come on in. Mrs. Morris, this is Herschel Andrew, my husband. Well, my ex-husband.
Oh, how do you do?
Morris?
Now, I know you two want to be alone for a while. So, Pepper, darling, have a pleasant evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.
And thank you very much.
Dr. George Freelick, please report to the third floor nurses station.
Herschel?
Herschel Gottfried, my favorite uncle.
Pep, don't you think it would have been a good idea to let us know where you were?
Now, before you say anything, I'm feeling fine. Except I'm starving with this hospital food. What are the chances of your smuggling in a pizza?
From Herschel, you got only chicken soup. Now, what's that all about?
Sit down. Have I got a girl for you?
Roman, your brains bend more than your bones. You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
I am trying to eat.
You're always eating when you're not being sucked in by those devils. Get out of this business.
What do you know, woman?
Those people, they'll chew you up. Wait and see. Baby, I don't want nothing happening to you. Don't you understand?
I'll get it. Yeah.
Roman, my friend.
Mr. Markson. Hold on. There, sir. You were saying.
Yes, I've talked it over with my associates, and we've come up with a very attractive proposition. Instead of the usual flat fee, we're prepared to offer you a percentage of what the insurance company pays.
Hey, man, you didn't hear me. I said a full partnership.
I don't think we can do that, Roman.
Mr. Markson, I have a little story I want to tell you. A month ago, exactly, I bought me this little tape recorder, see? Now, I have on tape every call that you've made to me these past 30 days. I have a feeling, a good feeling, the district attorney's office just might enjoy hearing them, sir. How was that?
Play with the devil, wind up in hell.
Do you really believe him?
No, I'd be stupid not to, but we'll handle him. Come in. Well, what happened to you? The rail at your favorite saloon give way?
The client, Summit. He nearly killed me. You told me you sent him a settlement.
We sent him a check, Lawrence.
Well, the check bounced. And every time he hit me, he said, that's for the rent I can't pay this month, or that's for the food I can't buy my family. Every check we sent out this month bounced.
Hilda, tell Larry our new philosophy about that, will you?
All right. Lawrence, it's very simple, really. You see, we feel we fulfill our obligation when we write the check. Collecting on it is our client's worry.
I don't believe it.
Well, you better, Counselor, because we make some of them good. Sooner or later. You know, that tie I like. That's much better. Now, come along, sit down. Come on, sit down, Larry. Hilda,
Hmm?
read me all the cases pending from Calhoun's file.
All right. Oh, Amelia Huerta. She's suing for 20,000. Company offer 1,000.
Take it.
Marks, that's crying out loud.
Next,
That's just the first
Hilda.
offer.
Vincent Lombard suing for 8,000. Offer 500.
Settle it.
That won't even pay the hospital costs.
Claim is against the man, not against us. Let them sue him.
You can't do that.
The defender of humanity. Now that, Larry, is what a good lawyer should be. But we all know that you're not a good lawyer. That you are an ambulance chaser and a shyster. And therefore I must assume that the reason for your distress is not the welfare of your clients, but for your cut of the take, which is 600 and not 6,000. You still want to leave, Counselor?
His ethics are as shaky as his. They'll put him away someday if they don't plow him out of a gutter first.
Here's to plowing him out of a gutter.
I don't believe it.
Well, no wonder you can't keep a maid.
What are you doing?
I'm just working my way through the police academy, ma'am.
Bill, do me a favor. Go home. Just go home, okay?
No, oh, no, wait a minute. After you taste my coffee, sit yourself down over here. Oh. Like anything dirty?
Herschel, this is very sweet of you.
Yeah, I thought so. How was your first night at home?
Lots better than the hospital.
Yeah,
Did you find out anything?
Well, I got them all working on it.
Like who?
Well, like for starters, the hospital authorities, the Better Health Services, the district attorney's office, the Bar Association. I even talked to a claims investigator. Would you believe 270 million bucks paid out last year in auto accident claims alone in this city? About 10% of those were phonies. That's about 27 million bucks. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of felony.
Yeah. Listen, drink up your coffee, then I'm going to help you pack off and get back on that vacation. Where was it you said you were going?
Remember that place I...
Huh?
Very cute. You almost had me. Now, we're going to wait on the vacation. I got a couple ideas I want to talk to you about. Oh, but first, Bill,
Yeah?
would you be terribly upset if I made a fresh pot of coffee?
You'd love it if it was in a paper cup.
Yeah, and what else, Miss Johnson?
There's Miss Andrews here to see you. Says she has an appointment.
Oh, yes, send her in. Oh, and phone Mike Taylor and tell him I'm sending back the gray suit. The cuff is supposed to caress a Gucci, not hide it. Come in. Come in, sit down, please.
Thank you.
Mrs. Morris told us to expect you, but she didn't tell me to expect such an attractive young lady. Well, I've been looking through your file, and I must say it's certainly substantial. I can guarantee you a settlement of $10,000, maybe more.
Sounds fine.
I said $10,000.
I heard you. It's beautiful. Bavarian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exquisite.
That's one of the few remaining pieces.
Are you an attorney, Mr. Markson?
No. No, I'm more of an engineer. You know, I fit the right pieces together. The right attorney for the right client, the right medical report from the right doctor.
Very nice. Efficient.
Yes, we think so.
It's really remarkable
What?
that it all started with your card, the one Mrs. Morris gave me in the hospital.
Oh, yes, she's very helpful.
I'm sure. Dan. Is it all right if I call you Dan, or do you
prefer Daniel.
It's your preference.
Dan. Isn't it true that most accident victims are men?
Uh-huh.
Well, now, let's face it. Mrs. Morris is not going to win any prizes for personality. So, picture a more vivacious girl working for you. Someone who could smile, use a little body action. Nothing promiscuous, you understand, but...
Picture you, say?
You could say that.
Why?
Well, you see, I've never really had an opportunity to do anything with my life or myself. And now I want a lot of things. A lot of nice things. And I'm sure I'd be very good for you.
Oh, I'm sure you would too. It's just that we do some things here that are not quite, well, you know.
Oh, yes, I know. And maybe that's one of the things that attracts me. Who knows?
Well, just say we could work something out. You realize you'll be working with me and Mrs. Morris. She's a partner, you know.
No problem.
Okay. Done.
Now, these are our specialties. Whiplash, lower back sprain. Of course, we have skull fracture and brain concussion.
One of our best sellers.
I'll bet. I mean, it all looks so profitable.
Now, in here, you'll find examples of a dozen scenarios which we teach our patients. Open to page 3, please. All right. I'm the examining physician. You're the patient. What seems to be wrong, Mrs. X?
I can't move my right arm, and there's a heavy feeling in my legs.
What do you mean by a heavy feeling?
There are times when I can't feel anything at all, as if, oh, dear God, they're paralyzed.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, that's only the beginning of this wreck.
That's the way it looked when it came in.
That can't be the same car.
Sure is.
Explain the setup to her, Russ.
Well, as you can see, we've got the latest facilities. You know, I can buy a busted part for any make car. I put them on for the adjuster, and I take them off. And then we split 50-50 with the happy on.
Now, you like it?
Love it.
Well, I think you're ready for a little field trip.
Hello, Mobile. Call the Highway Patrol. This is an emergency. There's been an accident 2 miles west of Barron on S19. Send an ambulance immediately. Well, this will be good for 5,000 or 6,000 insurance settlement easy.
Not bad for an afternoon's work. I love it.
All set.
Sure am. Mustn't disappoint the Highway Patrol, must we, gentlemen?
Come on, hit it!
Hilda, here are the stats on our friend Washington. He's going to have slight brain damage and a heavy pain in his right arm. Yeah, the insurance sheets are here, and Hawkins. Hawkins has got the write-off sheet on the car. I expect him around about 6 o'clock. Give or take 10 or 15 minutes.
Fine. There's gold in them there wards. Real gold. That's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm happy you're so impressed.
Oh.
Oh, she starts Monday. Okay. Right, end of the tour for today. It's the cocktail hour.
Good.
Have a nice evening, Hilda. I know a lovely little place by the beach. Drive down there, have a couple of drinks, and then... What's your favorite food?
I feel like Chinese.
Well, it just happens I know this other terrific place, which has the best seaweed, dumplings.
Get away too fast, Hazen.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't seen her in 3 or 4 years. She came out as a rookie, just before I retired from the police force. Yeah, maybe she'll come back.
Cop, Daniel. A cop.
How was I supposed to know?
Now look, you know, this lady friend of yours, Markson, she is a problem. Just like Washington's a problem. If those two ever get together,
Except they're not going to get together because we've got to find a way to shut them both up. And between us, surely we can.
Oh, I didn't know anybody was still here. I just came to borrow a cup of vodka.
On the wagon from Gin Counselor.
Take it and go home. Washington and the cop. How?
What are you doing here?
Mr. Markson suggested I catch up. What about you?
Oh, I spent the night here. It is as good a place as any, I guess.
You all right, Mr. Calhoun?
No, I'm not all right, but thank you. Tell me, who are you?
Oh, I'm Pepper. Pepper Andrews. I'm a new employee. Didn't Mr. Markson tell you?
They know about it. Marston, the others.
You know what?
The sure cop. Real name, Anderson. You are in real trouble, Miss Anderson. Get away from here. Now.
Mr. Calhoun.
Please.
You're an early, aren't you? Very early, I'd say.
Yes, I figured I'd get started.
Help out? That's exactly what I need today. Your help. And if you thought yesterday was fascinating.
Looking nicely, aren't they, partner?
Partner it is. Order, Mr. Marston.
We're about to be initiated into the classic technique of the rear ender. And this is the best in the business. From Washington, this is Pepper Andrews.
Ross Hawkins. Pepper Andrews.
Howdy.
These two poor lost souls you don't need to know about, except they are important for one thing. I've insured them both to the hilt. When you get out
Mr. Martin, would you sign those timesheets for me?
Take over, Roman.
All right, gentlemen. Listen up.
No.
We're gonna take a little ride. We'll get in the car. We'll take a little ride. I'll be scouting for a good prospect.
What do I do?
You will help me look for a good car. One you could bet is insured to the hilt, driven by two ladies, naturally talking, just gabbing away. Then all I do is draw up next to the car, then cut in front, and jam on the brakes, and slam, bang, them two ladies into our tail.
You know what happened this morning? I opened this trunk and some dummy put all this extra gasoline in this trunk and forgot to take it out. Now, can you imagine that with the gasoline shortage? Okay?
Now, just as soon as we get hit, you two stand up to block out what's going on up front, okay? And that's when you and I swap seats.
Why?
Because, Miss Pepper, it's an undeniable fact that ladies are lousy drivers.
Well, let's get going. Come on.
Here, in it. You're the best.
Happy landings.
Roman, stop the car.
What's wrong?
They've set us up.
Who?
Hawkins and Markson. This is a setup.
Now, what's this all about?
You two get out.
Just stay put.
Please, call this thing off.
The only thing I'm calling off is you, woman.
What?
Get out.
No!
Out! You all right?
Yeah, blast them. They're gonna get hurt. They went on the freeway. There.
My name is Myrtle Washington. I'd like to speak to an officer in charge of investigations. Ambulance chasing.
Mr. Calhoun, you okay?
Yes. I just wanted to see a pretty face again. That's all.
Hello.
Hi.
Is Mr. Markson in?
No, I don't expect him in today. May I tell him who dropped by?
Please.
How about Mr. Calhoun?
Yes.
Would you mind buzzing him?
Well, that's Washington's apartment.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to go with you to break the news story?
No, I'll do it.
I'll check in when you're gone.
Okay.
Y50 to 12Y90. Message check for 5051, please.
12Y50, you have a note to call Deputy D.A. Gaynor regarding your grand jury case.
Right, I know about that. Listen, what's the condition of those two females injured in the freeway accident?
There's a Mrs. Myrtle Washington here to see you regarding the case you're working.
Mrs. Washington is in my office now?
Yes.
Talk about great timing. I just sent Sergeant Anderson up to her apartment to tell her about her husband.
I'm from the police department, Mrs. Washington. Mrs. Washington, I'm from the police department, Sergeant Anderson. What is that? Let me out! Somebody, please, get me out of here! What is this? Let me out of here!
10-4.
Let me out! What's going on?
Hey, buddy, hold it right there. Police, free.
Who's out there? Let me out!
You there? You hear me?
Who is this?
Myrtle Washington. My husband's dead. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, dead's dead. And I got those tape things of his. got them all. That man burned the blank ones. You understand?
Yes?
You bring me $10,000, else I'll take them to the police. Here? Now, I'll be at your office at exactly 10:30.
Well, the office isn't open at that time.
Well, open it. And you be there. And you tell Mr. Markson I said he'd better be there, too. Killed my man. Burned up our house. Killed my man. I'm here, lady. I'm here. Come on out. I know you're here somewhere. Come on out. I know you're here. I got the tapes for you. Come on out and get them. Hear what I said? Just give me the money that we talked about. I got the tapes. Here they are. Just $10,000 and they're yours. Come on out. I know you hear me. Come on out, Mrs. Morris. I know you're here.
All right, lady. Hold it right there. You're wasting your...
Go ahead, Pop. Go ahead. Stop it.
You're lucky I don't let it kill you. Let's go.
As okay as I can be. What's happened? No place to go. No man waiting for me.
Then this Eskimo draws himself up to his full height and says, "That's a lot of whale meat, kiddo."
That's funny. That's very funny, Dad.
Hey, how about a nightcap, eh?
Excuse me, Mr. Markson. Friend of mine, Bill Crowley. Sergeant Bill Crowley.
Oh, Sergeant Crowley, this is Senator Dayton.
You're under arrest, Mr. Markson.
Under arrest?
What the devil is this all about?
This man is under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder. Let's go, Markson.
1 minute. Look, Sergeant, I don't know whether you know who I am or not, but I am a senator. And this man is a very close personal friend of mine.
Is he?
Yes, he is. And I have a lot more very close personal friends in the department.
Well, Senator, unless you want to ride along with your very close personal friend here, I suggest you just sit there and finish your brandy. Let's go, Markson.
I'll be about an hour, okay?
Oh, I'm afraid you won't, Dan. Hilda told us everything. That looks good.
You know, I would buy your dinner if we didn't have to rush back and fill out all those reports.
I knew you'd get out of it. I got news for you. Not we. They're your reports. I've got 4 days left. I gotta get home, pack those bikinis, and get to Scottsdale.
Scottsdale? Hey, listen, kid. I can stand a little sun. What do you say I grab my bikinis and I'll go with you?
William, when you spring for an all-expenses trip to Acapulco, then you go with me. First class.
I don't look too good in a bikini anyway.
What are you going to do to me?
Hey, man, you pulled a knife on us.
Let us meet your people, and we'll do a lot of business.
What is this?
We're setting it up as a pawn shop and stocking it with all the unclaimed stolen goods we can find.
About $100 for this set.
The going rate is 50. You know it, and I know it. Oh, you look like you've had a rough day. 5 minutes in the jacuzzi, and you'll feel like a new man.
Good evening, Miss Lambert.
I think she was hoping it was you who parked the car. Hey, guys, take over. We want to take a break.
Hey, gang, don't forget all these eats. I mean, real Iranian caviar. Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, honey, I'm so glad to see you.
Well, I answered your invitation, Prudence. If I said I was going to be here, I'm certainly going.
Yeah, but you would be amazed. Nobody has your good manners. I mean, you'd be surprised the number of people who didn't show up here.
Miss Clark, I'm afraid we're running low on champagne.
Well, that's impossible. I mean, we've got less than half the people that we expected.
It was my error. I'll pick up 2 more cases.
It better not be on the bill.
You gotta watch these people. They work every ripoff in the book. Well, Mr. Ellis is supposed to be very good. The best.
And his prices he better be. Come and have a little drink, honey. Help me drown my sorrows.
No, a little sherry.
Sherry? I'm gonna be stuck with 8 pounds of Iranian caviar. Do you know how much that is in 12-carat diamonds?
I couldn't say, never having seen 8 pounds of caviar or a 12-carat diamond.
Don't snow me, honey. Now, the way I hear it, your old man made big spending a high art. Now, he already owned most of Lambert Hills when I was starting in pictures.
Patrol Unit 1.
Patrol 1, over.
Have a barking dog complaint, Beckerman House. Check it out.
I'm on my way.
You guys take a break. You got 15 minutes, okay?
$16 houses, Bill. 16 past year.
Why don't you talk to the guys in burglary? You know those guys. You worked burglary when you were on the force.
Yet they're no better off than I am. I mean, this gang hits hard and it hits fast. They know when the people are out of town. They know when they're out for the evening. They only take the best stuff.
What are you doing here? Thought you took off this morning.
Tomorrow. This cop has some paperwork to clean up. The last thing I need is to have Bill come by with any old excuse to keep me from going to that seminar in San Francisco.
They're into my clients for over $1 million. Bill, I need help. I happen to like my job. Like to keep it.
Beats working out of South Central, huh? Chuck, listen, why don't you go home? Let me call you later tonight. I just might have an idea.
Yeah.
Well, Sergeant Anderson. Just the beautiful police person I was looking for.
Forget it, Bill. There is my beautiful hotel reservation. Here is my gorgeous airline ticket.
Are you suggesting that I am trying to come between you and San Francisco?
Like Fresno, Crowley.
Yes, of course. That'll be fine. Thank you very much. I've got everything arranged. You're going to spend 48 hours in Madrid. You'll have a private tour of the Prado and a visit to the Cathedral del Isidro.
Terrific. Me in a cathedral.
Oh, and a box at the bullfights.
I did a picture in Spain in 65. And those bullfighters should stick to bulls.
All right, Prudence, what is it? What's wrong?
Nothing. Everything's great. My agent called and they're casting a couple of pictures with stars who look like stars again. So, now what's your commission on the whole schmear?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, now, come on, honey. You went to a lot of trouble.
Put your checkbook away.
Look, Cynthia, I've got to square myself. Now, I don't have too many friends, and I can't afford to hurt you.
Well, you will hurt me far more by writing that check. Now, what about the symphony? I can still book you for a season subscription.
Prudence Clark, the brunette bombshell. Honey, you are thinking of Audrey Hepburn.
Well, some of the oldest, most respected families in town subscribe to the Philharmonic.
Can't they sleep at home?
Oh, Prudence. The Philharmonic is a marvelous place to get to know the right people. Make new friends.
Do they have a bar? Just a little place where I can get a glass of champagne. In between symphonies, of course.
2 bars.
Hello? Oh, hi, Cynthia. Yeah, the party is still set for Thursday night, Lampert Hills.
Prudence Clark, 2634 Woodbine Lane.
Prudence Clark. That's interesting.
Our hostess of last Saturday night, the Lush.
Hey, darling, what about these fishing reels?
We're running here, pawn shop or a sporting goods store?
We'll take them. Any cameras left?
No, I took them all, Patty.
Okay.
Excuse me, John.
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is Sergeant Anderson, Investigator Royster. This is George Crossland from People's Western Insurance.
Ah.
I'm Stout.
Stout. Pete here rented a store on the west side on Brentshire. We're setting it up as a pawn shop and stocking it with all the unclaimed stolen goods we can find.
What are you doing, Sergeant? Moonlighting?
Yeah, well, we expect to lose money, as a matter of fact. See, we're going to pay top dollar to every thief in town for every piece of stolen goods he brings in.
Yeah, it's not exactly a fisherman's wharf, but we're going to meet a lot of interesting crooks.
Well, I hope your department's budget can stand it.
That would be nice. See, you're going to get People's Western and all the other top casualty firms to back us up.
Hey, wait a minute, Sergeant. You know, dealing in stolen goods is not exactly our line.
Isn't it? Don't you try to buy back insured items at a fraction of what you are supposed to pay out?
We're going to pay 1/3 replacement value. That way you people still save 2/3 of your costs.
This is crazy. But the economics are still there.
Yeah, I thought you'd think so. We put you down for 20%.
Who's coming up with the other 80%? Oh, I gather you expect me to deliver the rest of the companies in this area.
You talk their language.
Listen, think about it. Get back to us as soon as you can, will you? And incidentally, if anybody asks, be sure we're on your negative list.
Real no-nos.
Look, if you people ever decide to change your occupation, let me know.
Will do.
Bill, this, Lauren Davis, what if somebody checks with Paris?
We're covered. Interpol's got her under wraps.
What kind of wraps?
How about the Bastille?
That's a wrap.
A lot to remember for a lousy $50.
Asa, for $50, I expect the word to be spread all over town, especially the West Side. Now remember, the lady's name is Lauren Davis.
Wow. She's here from Paris. Terrific connections. She used to ship to New York. She wants to deal in real high-class goods. For Japan. Paintings, antiques, bibelots, sculpture.
Asa, wait a minute. What's a biblo?
Bibelots. You like that? It's a personal touch of my own.
Just keep it simple, Asa, okay? Now, look, the lady works out of a pawn shop on Brentshire. You got that? It's Brentshire.
Brentshire.
Now, I want it passed around fast, okay?
Right. Crowley, for the same 50, you can still have the bibelots.
I can't pay you $1 more. When can you ship it to New York?
Paul, you're undercutting the price you paid for our last shipment.
It's a new deal. The police are circulating stolen goods reports all over the East. I have to protect myself.
We've been good to you, Ross.
Shut up. I won't have you begging from him.
Don't put on airs with me, young lady. We're both thieves.
Ellis, I want you to get everything out of here immediately.
Going out of business, Cynthia?
Going out of doing business with you, yes, Paul. Goodbye.
Well, if you change your mind.
I shan't.
How do you read me, Peter?
I read you loud and clear, Joseph. But business is slow.
Hi. See anything you want?
Can I see this?
Want this right here? You know something? You have very good taste. This is marked down from $250 to $149.50. It's a lot of money.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. I got this here terrific stereo for sale, just for you.
Really, I listened to it this morning and the sound is just beautiful. Perfect.
I was supposed to get a check, you know, but the mail's all screwed up.
Joe, stand by.
Aren't they always?
Got you.
But this here's a good set. It's, you want to know how much I paid for it?
Yeah, I know exactly how much you paid for it.
He man, let's split, huh?
What's wrong? We didn't do anything wrong.
Relax. I'm hip. You boosted it. You want to fence it.
Oh, man.
We can usually get about $100 for this set.
The going rate is 50. You know it, and I know it.
You can't kill a guy for trying.
Here's 50 for the stereo and 25 for passing the word we're looking for top quality antiques and paintings.
I don't want the word being passed in the wrong places.
What do you think, we're crazy?
I think you're hypes and can't be trusted. Adios.
Well, at least it's a beginning.
Right about now, Joe should be getting the license.
That was nice of him to leave the lights on. It's not gonna stop us from doing our work.
Get going.
What is this? Ah! Yeah, leave. Ah!
She's out cold. Let's get out of here. Shut up! Let me go! We've lost 90 seconds. Now get what we came for.
Hi, miss.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name? I forgot to ask you last time.
Donnie.
Donnie. I like that.
What's yours?
Lauren. What's this? Where'd it come from? Want to sell it, right? Okay. $15.
Put it on the necklace, please.
Layaway? Okay, pal.
Hi there.
Hello?
The word on the street is that you're doing business.
Where'd you hear that?
Like I said, on the street. It's around. But you know, one thing that isn't out on the street is you.
What's that supposed to mean?
What it means is the way you look. You know, they told me you were a blonde, but they didn't give you any credit.
Maybe that's because we only deal in cash. Ha!
Ha!
Look, if you're here to talk business,
There's business and there's business.
You feeling a little romantic, mister?
I was just starting to tell a lady that, and there's a business transaction you might be interested in.
What kind of business?
You got a back door?
When we need it.
Well, would you need it for 5 color TV sets still in their curtains?
I'll see you in the alley.
Okay.
Business is picking up.
I'm not so sure.
That's it.
Here you go, Tommy. 5 bills.
It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Maybe we can help each other sometime.
I've got some heavy buyers interested in moving antiques, paintings, you know, the expensive junk.
Hey, lady, I'm into hijacking and warehouse jobs. I wouldn't know one antique from a piece of junk.
Oh, you got friends, don't you?
Doesn't everyone? I'll see you. And especially you. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
We'll be in touch.
I think you got yourself a fan.
Huh. It's a pawn shop, isn't it?
Did you give Joe a call?
He got a message from Bill. Crooks working Lambert Hills hit again last night.
This is exquisite. Han Dynasty. And that tart used it for flowers. This Matisse was in the house when we lived there. I remember my father buying it.
Miss Lambert, the rest of us think we should lay low for a while.
I don't. This wasn't on my list.
It's solid gold.
Get rid of it. I don't know, drop it in an ocean somewhere, but get rid of it. It's engraved with her name. Do you understand, Bobby?
Nothing settled.
Look, I'll manage to dispose of the merchandise somehow. I've put a lot of money into each of your pockets. Remember that.
So then the wife says, we got the money now. Now we can live in Lambert Hills. She lays out almost $100,000 on a lot of them, antiques and things. And then these lousy bums rip me off.
Yeah, I read the police report, Mr. Bischoff. I just thought maybe there might be something you could add.
What else can I tell you? The wife suddenly got the idea the best people are in Acapulco. Acapulco, you know what that means to me? There's Ochimilco quick step. But that ain't bad enough.
Excuse me. You were out of the country the night you were burglarized?
Yeah, we were in bed down in sunny Mexico. You know what this lousy little trip cost me? 35 G's. 35 G's!
So the Bischoffs were in Acapulco. Prudence Clark was supposed to be at the Philharmonic. The Lavens were at the Dodger Stadium. And the Mongados were in Europe.
Some for me to check out, huh?
Might keep you off the streets.
This is a hell of a way to look when a handsome dude comes calling.
I think you look terrific, Miss Clark. I might as well tell you straight out, I'm a big fan.
Cut it out, Sergeant.
No, I mean it. I don't think you've changed since the days of Waterfront Girl.
I didn't think anybody ever saw Waterfront Girl.
I think I've seen every picture you ever made.
Thank you.
How about it? You feel like answering a few questions?
It only hurts when I breathe.
It's a nasty-looking bruise you got there. I understand you were supposed to have been at the Philharmonic last night.
Yeah. But I changed my mind at the last minute. I called my escort and told him not to bother to come by.
Could I have his name?
Well, why do you have to drag him into this? He has nothing to do with it.
I'd like to have his name, Miss Clark.
Well, Sergeant, to tell you the truth, there wasn't any escort. You see, most of the guys that I know are not really into all that long-haired stuff. And the guys that are interested in it, well, they are either after my name or I have to burp them.
Well, there must have been a few people who knew you were going to the symphony, right?
Oh, sure. My hairdresser, manicurist, at least 3 dress shops.
Okay, I get the picture. When you're feeling better, Miss Clark, why don't you try to remember all the names of the people you might have talked to? Give me a call, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can think of something you forgot to tell the men from the burglary detail.
Well, there was something about the guy that hit me.
You said you didn't recognize him. He was wearing a mask.
Listen, I've been an actress for 15 years. Back when you didn't have to look like a freak to get a job.
Yeah, I hear Glamour's coming back.
I knew I was going to like you, Sergeant.
Anyway,
Anyway. Well, when you're an actress, you have to study people. You have to see how they move and how they carry themselves.
You had a chance for all this last night?
Well, I had about a second and a half before he dropped the Empire State Building on me. But there was something that rang a bell.
Miss Clark?
Too many birds. Using the inside of my head as a landing field.
Yeah, well, listen, if you think of anything, here's my card.
Don't call me, I'll call you. And if you're ever in this Tony neighborhood again, why don't you drop by? I make a terrific cup of instant coffee.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, friend?
Just give me back my bracelet.
Might burn your fingers.
Now listen, if I don't meet your people, we go to the cops.
Give me that bracelet.
You don't want to use that on me, friend. I told you it was going to burn your fingers.
Hey, what are you going to do to me?
Hey, man, you pulled a knife on us. I don't like that. But maybe the cops will. Now, if memory serves me correctly, I believe that's assault with a deadly weapon.
All right, I blew my cool. Look, I wasn't going to hurt anybody. I swear. Look, I'll do anything. Please.
That's an expensive bracelet. Where'd you get it?
I found it. It was lying in the street.
We're looking for expensive items like that. You think you could find any more of those on the same street?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, man. You already got one out. Don't blow the whole ball game.
I don't know what you mean.
What I mean is that every pawn shop in town has a police list of every item stolen, including this bracelet.
You're going to have a lot of trouble moving this stuff. Now, we're well connected and we can move merchandise fast. Let us meet your people and we'll do a lot of business.
I can't tell you that.
Can you tell us how you happened to pick this particular shop?
Word gets around.
Who sent you?
Look, a friend of a friend.
Name?
Asa Price.
Asa Price? No way, man. He's a middleman. As the lady said, it's your people we want you to introduce us to.
I told you, I can't tell you that.
Here's your wallet. Bert, what's the number of that West Side police station?
Oh, wait. All right. I'll go see him. I'll talk to him.
Good. Catch.
No pro would ever try to hawk this thing.
Then we're lucky. That means we've got a rookie trying to break into the big leagues.
You know what I could do?
Yes.
I could put the surveillance team on this Erdman character.
I'd rather not, Bill, just in case the kid does call. This is as close as anyone's come since they went into action.
Have you noticed how we're starting to get a pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody who's been burglarized has been what you'd call a newly rich. People who've lived in the Lambert Hills area for like 3 years or less. Have you noticed that?
If the gang does call, I might have to borrow an EC officer. Yeah, Joe?
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Got an urgent message for you. Lady just phoned, said she wants to see you.
She's not again. I just left her 2 hours ago.
Well, she says she's got some new information for you, wants to see you tonight.
Yeah. Thanks.
She's about as subtle as her last picture. You know, the one about the elephant stampede?
Idiot! You greedy fool! I told you to throw that bracelet away.
I'm sorry, Cynthia. I guess if it weren't for you, I'd be nowhere.
What about these people?
I don't know. They seemed anxious to make a deal.
Might be worth looking into.
But we don't know anything about them.
Maybe you can find out.
Yes, I can phone Paris.
Over here, Sergeant. Oh, you look like you've had a rough day. 5 minutes in the jacuzzi and you'll feel like a new man. And a glass of champagne won't hurt either.
Yeah, I think I'll skip the drink, thanks. Look, I was told you have some information for me, Miss Clark.
Hey, with you, it's Prue. And you're right. This isn't the right place for a drink. Hand me my towel, will you? No. Let's go up to the house. I have got a dress I want to show you.
I didn't come up here to look at a dress.
Honey, I'm just lousy with clothes. I mean, I have no dress sense at all. And I really want to look chic, and you are a man of such taste.
Prudence, I'm on duty. I'm very busy. Now, you can't call me every time you need company.
Billy, I know you're on duty, but this is important. You're taking me to a party next week.
A party?
Yes. Tuesday night. And remember, when we get there, I'm the gal who brought you.
Prudence, you are a very nice lady.
Oh, I know that very nice lady, so.
Do you know how many burglaries have been in Lambert Hills? I mean, you're not the only one who's been ripped off. Do you have any idea how many people I got to talk to, how many people I got to interview?
Yeah, but how many of those people have seen those guys? How many can identify them?
I don't know. You tell me.
Only one, me.
Sure you can. That's what you keep teasing me. Look, I got a job, and that doesn't mean that I can run up here every time you can't find somebody to...
To what? Oh, you better watch it, honey.
Prudence, I think you are one hell of a dame. I mean that. I think you're a hell of a dame. I think you're 20 miles ahead of all those people you run with. But I'm a cop, and right now, I got a case that's killing me. I just don't have time to go to some dumb party with a bunch of dumb people that I don't want no dumb part of.
Well, that's just too bad. Because you can go right back and tell that boss of yours that you were so busy protecting that lily-white body that you missed the chance to see the guy who slugged me.
Prudence, did you remember something? I mean, have you got a name for me?
Now all of a sudden you're interested.
Sure, I'm interested. Look, I blow off. I'm sorry. I blow off steam. I'm a direct guy. Say what I think. Let's start over. You got some information for me?
Yes.
You want to lay it on me, please?
Look, I've seen him before. He was at my house the night of the party.
The guy who slugged you?
Yeah, but don't ask me who the people were who were here, because half of them I've never seen before. But they'll all be there next week.
At this party?
At this party.
Okay, you just got yourself a date. Now, you want to go in the house? I'll take a look at that dress.
Boy, they sure are pretty, you know?
Donnie, that's a very expensive set. Maybe you'd like to have something else.
I thought you liked them.
I do. They're very beautiful, but...
Here, let me see how they look.
Okay.
Lauren, you got the prettiest ears.
Thank you, Donnie. Another $50, and the set will be yours.
They're for you.
Pete?
What's that?
It's an invitation to an art exhibit.
Right on schedule.
You like it?
I'm not sure, but it's good. You see, I don't know what I like, but I know what's good.
You sound like you might be a dealer.
Not strictly in oils and sculpture.
Any other works of art?
Not strictly those either. Although I am interested in acquiring a Matisse pencil sketch, 22 inches by 18, a Durant charcoal, a Mitchell Johns.
You have very Catholic taste.
My customers do. As a matter of fact, I can move practically any antique. Porcelain, silver.
Do you know good porcelain?
If I could lay my hands on a Han Dynasty bowl, blue flowers, circumference 6 inches, I would be willing to pay $2,500.
That's very generous. Friends in Paris tell me the Lauren Davis they know has always been fair.
They tell you anything else?
Just that Lauren has dropped out of sight for the past few weeks.
Time to move on. Are you in the business?
One might say I'm a collector.
I'd like very much to see your collection sometime.
You shall, Miss Davis. You shall very soon.
It's hard to get down. Cynthia Lambert, one of the old-line families in the city. Her father built Lambert Hill.
Yeah, well, we checked. Practically everybody who was ripped off either made travel arrangements or ticket reservations for that particular night through her travel agency. And don't think she's doing it just for kicks. Her old man died broke. Tell him, Joe.
Yeah, he blew every cent he had in a big resort development in the desert.
Well, this past year, little Cynthia's been making up for it.
Your pawn shop has really paid off for us. We've passed along 19 suspects to burglary, and Tommy Court's going to be picked up when he meets Pete. But the one I really want...
You don't have to spell it out.
You weren't supposed to bring anybody else.
Mr. Tanaka is going to take everything you people have. Ready?
I don't know.
I do.
You bring a truck?
Did I bring a truck?
Tanaka's a big importer in Tokyo. His customers are screaming for everything you have here. You've seen everything, Mr. Tanaka?
It's so. I take you set the price.
You heard, Miss Lambert.
Yes, I have a list of prices right
Just
here.
give me the bottom line.
How delightful. The bottom line, as you put it, let's see, should be about $100,000. But for what's here, $40,000.
Bert, start loading the truck.
Miss Davis, you realize...
Oh, I understand, yes. All our transactions are to be cash. Now, how soon will you be able to show me some more merchandise? And I mean really good stuff.
Well, maybe you would like to make the selection yourself. You seem to know Mr. Tanaka's tastes.
I'd like that.
Then we'll set it up for next Tuesday evening, and I'll contact you. And wear something dressy.
Thank you.
I want to thank you, Gene. You were great.
Sure. More fun than working juvenile. Say, where's Pete gonna take all my goodies?
Police property room.
I should have brought my own car. This thing drives like a truck.
No class, honey. Anyway, who ever heard of a police car with a built-in bar? In case I didn't mention it, I like your car.
You didn't.
Thank you, Clyde.
For what?
Your continuing compliments about my new dress.
It's real red.
It's quite all right, Miss Davis. Any friend of Cynthia's is always welcome.
Thank you. Everyone in the world must be here tonight.
Well, everyone in our world, at least. Except the Bergs. They flew to New York.
Yes, I know. I booked their flight. Of course.
So, how is Portofino this year?
Wonderful. You really must come next year.
Yeah, I'm really gonna try.
Excuse me.
What's me? Cute girl. See your friend anywhere?
Not yet, but I'm looking.
Is it always like this?
Charming, aren't they? In their funny clothes and their loud voices, small talk.
I'd like another drink. Could I get you one?
No, thank you.
Vodka martini, please.
Why don't I freshen that for
Good idea. And this time, make it champagne.
you? Better change your luck, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a glass of champagne, please, and Scotch mist.
What a nice tie.
Thank you. I'll try.
Nice party, too.
I just got here, actually. I don't know anybody here.
You alone?
No, I'm with the lady in red. All the fellas go for the lady in red.
Sorry she's so ugly.
Well, you get used to it. Thank you. I checked your Fargo out before I picked up Prudence. You're coming through nice and clear.
Good.
I got 3 units on station. Joe and Peter across the street.
Try to have a good time.
I'm gonna try.
It was a terrific party. Oh, excuse me. Come with me.
Here you go.
Who's the girl?
What girl?
Don't play dumb with me, Crowley. The classy little blonde in the black pantsuit.
Oh, that girl.
I may be high, but I'm not completely blind.
She's an acquaintance of mine.
You never told me you were in Vice.
Put this on.
How clever. Using a catering truck to get us to the other house.
Pete, I can't hear a thing.
You made the flight reservations, right? That's how you knew they'd be out of town. This operation, it must take in a lot of bread.
Mommy, illness. My father never built his town for people like the Bergs. There was a time when...
Did you say Bergs?
That's what it sounds like.
You better check it out.
All they think now is it takes money. I could smash them all!
This is 12Y50.
Put this on. And these two.
Would you believe my husband paid $28,000 for that car? $28,000. Why, that's the price of 2 ordinary cars. And yet, every time I park it, I can't start it. Park, no start. Park, no start. It's maddening.
Bill, it was the parking attendant. The blonde parking attendant.
Of course, that makes sense. Hey, stay here. Just stay here.
Light me. How do you feel about jacuzzis?
What do you hear from Pep?
She mentioned a family called the Bergs, but there's 7 of them, Bill.
Yeah, we've been trying to find out which one of them's been out of town.
Try him again.
Okay.
You people move fast. Is Ellis an electronics expert?
You're not here to ask questions. You came to make your own selection.
I don't have to see any more to question your taste.
The truck is loaded except for that box.
I deliberately left something of tremendous value. Now you pick it out.
Hey, what is this? I've given you an awful lot of money.
Pick it out. I'll give you a little help. It's in that cabinet. Yeah, it's a good choice, Staffordshire. But that's not it. It's a fake. I knew it, Rafe. She's with the police. They've heard everything.
Police, freeze! Okay!
Hold her up. Put your hands up against the wall. Back.
Bill! Ellis got out the back door.
Freeze!
Halloween's over, buddy. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, you read it yourself.
Well, we got the whole Lambert Hills gang under indictment. Tommy Court is copying a plea, and now they're rounding up the rest of your customers.
Great.
And the chief is very happy.
That's fantastic.
Now, what should we do with these?
Oh, Donnie's stuff.
All right, hand it all over. I want it all back. And don't give me any trouble or I call the cops. Donnie's told me everything. This is where he brought my stuff, and I want it back now.
Are you this kid's father?
That's right. And I have a list.
Clock, radio, toolbox, camera, wristwatch, it's all there.
We'll need a receipt, of course. You think you're getting off easy, pal. No son of mine.
I wouldn't be too hard on him.
Look, please, miss, just keep out of this.
Listen, friend. You see, we're police officers. Now, we're glad you showed up. Otherwise, we'd have had to track you down.
Donnie brought this stuff in to put this on layaway. He was buying that for his mother.
Listen, the next time you get an idea like that, talk it over with me. You might find you have a partner, okay?
Okay.
Well, at least you got good taste. Thanks.
Bye, Donnie.
Captain wants me to put together a team of half a dozen female officers, dress them up like older ladies. Good part for you.
You don't like my legs anymore?
Maybe I'll shape up, huh?
You're the one who insists on getting married. I think living together is perfect.
I'm passing the old lady. I look perfectly harmless. So she passes me, I throw the chain around her neck, and very quickly, that's the end of the old lady. Have some trouble. Move in.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Look, Mother, another one. Tommy, will you brush my hair, please? Tommy? Don't, Tommy. No, Tommy. Not now, please. Tommy. Charlene. Charlene, why do you do this to me?
Pete, Joe, Pep, come in the office. Bring that report, will you, Joe? Okay, now we should be operational by tomorrow night. The heat's on. It's not going to come off till we collar this nut.
How do we handle it?
We're going to try to draw him out using decoys. Captain wants me to put together a team of half a dozen female officers, dress them up like older ladies. Good part for you.
Well, what about us? You don't like my legs anymore?
Yeah, why don't they use men?
They tried putting guys out there. Didn't get a nibble. Now, Captain's got a hunch if we put women out there, we might change our luck. Okay, now the killer so far has killed all of his victims in the same neighborhood. Unless he moves to another part of the city, we should be able to put together a pretty tight operation. Joe, you want to go over that MO again?
Yeah. Okay, all victims, Caucasian matrons. Late 40s, early 50s. Strangled with a metal chain or wire. No sign of struggle, no sign of sexual attacks, and nothing taken from their purses. That's it.
The rules out robbery.
Yeah, well, what's the motive then?
The motive is we're obviously dealing with a psycho.
I didn't expect you to be out this late.
Well, you want me to stay irresistible? I need my nights working out at the gym.
And Saturdays you go hiking. You never take me along.
Well, when I make an honest woman of you, maybe I'll shape up, huh?
You're the one who insists on getting married. I think living together is perfect.
Marriage is better.
So you want to marry me? I do. I do want to marry you.
That's better.
Oh, I love it when you come home like this. Just working out in the gym. Really do that?
It helps.
Okay, we just received an additional report. It happened again last night, so everybody be alert. Will you? Just be alert.
Bill, what about a backup?
We're going to have plenty of backup. First of all, we're going to try to keep everybody in sight. Also, you're all going to be mic'd, so we'll have constant radio contact. And if anything happens, all you got to do is just sing out. And there'll be somebody there within seconds.
The killer surprised all three victims. So apparently he doesn't look like your cliche bad guy.
That's right.
None of the victims showed any sign of a struggle.
None whatsoever. Apparently, he strikes without notice. Just before anybody can even attempt to defend themselves.
And how do you think he makes his approach?
I think you run into a situation like this. Pep, throw me that cord, will you? Okay. Pepper, you want to be the old lady? Now, I'm the killer. This is a sidewalk. Back up, will you, Pep? I'm walking along. I look very harmless. In my hand is concealed a chain or a wire. I'm passing the old lady. I look perfectly harmless. So she passes me, I throw the chain around her neck, and very quickly, that's the end of the old lady. Now, if you're prepared for this, you can't be totally surprised. Keep your hands up near your throat at all times to protect yourself. Very important. Also, you're going to be wearing gloves like Pepper's got on to protect your hands so they won't get cut. Any questions? Anybody want to back out? Not you.
I think you made the point.
One other thing. We've never had a policewoman get hurt on decoy duty. But there's always that one chance, so watch yourselves out there, okay? Now, anybody want to get back to work?
12Y64 reporting a male figure starting to approach from the other end of the street, about 15 feet away.
You got that, Joe?
Right, Bill. It's an old man, Caucasian.
12Y62. Older woman coming out of a private residence and heading my way.
12Y51. Man running right at me.
Across the street.
You on that, Pete?
I'm on it, Bill.
12Y51. He went into the John.
The guy looked like he was about to come down on me. He's passed now.
12Y68, male figure approaching from the end of the block. Over 6 feet, walking fast.
No, sir, nothing at all. Well, maybe he knows we're out there. Look, except for the guy we're looking for, it's a pretty safe neighborhood, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Hey, Bill, I think we found something. Well, kind of.
Like what, kind of?
Well, the next of kin of the last victim said that they didn't realize anything was missing from her purse. And they also mentioned that the reason she took a bus that night was because she was getting her car repaired.
So? We didn't find any driver's license.
Once we pointed that out, they discovered that it was missing. Her husband says she always kept it in her wallet.
So we thought we'd recheck the other two victims. Their next of kin didn't notice anything missing at first either.
Was anything missing?
Oh, it took a little while. None of the victims drove, but they carried a lot of credit cards.
And one from each of them is missing.
Well, I tell you, you better have them alert and check out all card companies in the city.
Spy. No one else in sight.
12Y62, approaching the corner of First Street in Arizona. No encounter.
That's in trouble. Move in. There's a routine punk looking for some dough for a fix.
Well, he got a nice one from Pepper last night.
Okay, now we've been at it for a week so far. All we've come up with are 3 purse-snatching attempts and 2 propositions.
Anyone getting discouraged?
I have some kids who would like to see me. My husband's actually learning how to cook.
Bill, how long do we keep this up?
Just as long as the captain and I can keep his own budget, that's how long. We're starting to get a lot of flack about all this overtime.
About another 2 weeks or so, right?
I don't think we're going to have to wait that long for this nut to go after his next victim. 29 days elapsed between the first murder and the second, but only 17 between the second and the third. Now, I think this killer is going to start feeling that urge again any day now.
And there's a full moon coming up, and you know, that's when the crazies get crazier. At least Bill does.
There's nothing sacred with you.
Hey, Tommy, it's 6 o'clock. Don't you realize you're free?
Yeah, don't bother me. I'm trying to impress the boss.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, yourself.
Got some bad news.
You're not coming home.
I have to work late.
Oh, Tommy, I had a sensational meal planned for tonight.
Can't you put it off till tomorrow night?
I suppose.
Oh, and since I have to work late, maybe I'll stop off at the gym and get a little workout.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and before I forget.
What?
I love you.
Oh, Sergeant Stiles, I presume.
Oh, Peter.
How you doing?
All right. And Brewski's typewriter's on the bum. He's using my desk.
Where are Bill and Pepper?
Oh, up with Parks talking about full moons and Dracula.
My favorite subject. How do I look?
You know the guy I busted about a couple of weeks ago? He had all the stuff in his pocket. I guess he was some sort of year-round Halloween freak.
I could use this, maybe.
Yeah, Investigator Stiles. Okay, right away. Well, Parks wants us in the meeting with him.
Y51. Be out in the street in a couple of minutes. Y51, stand by. I have company. Y51. False alarm. He drove out.
We can see you.
Oh, you startled me.
It was a woman. She got the elevator.
That's 4Y50. I want this entire area sealed off. The suspect is female.
Damn.
Huh?
Oh, she was strong. An old woman wouldn't have a chance.
It's too close, huh?
Oh, as close as I ever planned to get.
All right, get on the other side. Let's get out of here.
I got a heart condition. Don't. Can't stand anything like this, please.
What the hell is this? Car fare money?
You got more than that, creep. I don't. I honest to God don't. Where are you hiding the rest, huh? Where? I don't
Stan,
have
give the creep
any
one of our
more.
cards.
I don't.
Stan, come here, quick. Take a look.
She's coming right to us.
Maybe it won't be such a bad night after all.
the hair's no good. Let me try this one. Yeah. Kind of a shag there.
Is that better?
That's the lips. I don't like the lips.
Chin's lips. Let me see that. It grabs you.
No. More like that. Number 20. Yeah, that's it. That's more like it.
Yeah, let's try with the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
That's it.
Hey, Bill, I just got a call from a friend of mine. He's at the hospital ward at Central Jail. He was telling me this story. He was laughing so hard he could hardly get it out. Last night, 2 hard-case muggers tried to take off a young lady, and she wiped them both out.
Yeah?
Not only did she fit the description that Pepper gave us, they were picked up 2 blocks from where Pepper was mugged.
Well, maybe we should pay him a little visit. Thanks very much. So these are the 2 guys, huh? I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson. We hear you guys got in a little trouble last night.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, we heard you robbed and beat up an old man. Then, unfortunately, tried to do the same thing to a young woman. Is that true?
You already know the whole story. What do you want from us?
Well, I don't know. You guys look pretty rugged to me. I'd just like to know how you let some little lady beat the hell out of both of you.
Hey, she was a pretty tough chick, let me tell you.
She surprised us. Who'd expect a broad like that to know karate?
Did you get a good look at her?
It was dark.
She look anything like this?
I don't know.
What about you?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you look at the picture, punk? Now, what about you?
Could be. Like I said, it was dark.
What was she wearing?
Some kind of, what do you call it, a pants outfit. Pants.
What color was it?
I don't know.
Was it light, dark?
Dark!
Did the top and bottom match?
The lady asked you if the top and the bottom matched. Did
It
match?
matched.
What else? Was she carrying a purse, a shopping bag?
She was carrying a purse.
What else did they think we were after?
What else can you tell us about her?
It was dark. That's all we know.
Looks like we got a couple of winners here.
Hey, you are gonna try and catch her, aren't you?
For a couple of law-abiding gents like you guys, she's gonna pay for what she did to you. What do you think?
Well, I can't be positive, but it could be her.
Well, I guess we spend the rest of the afternoon on Park Avenue. It's all yours.
That's all the landlord cares about. So that's all I care about.
She doesn't look like anybody you've ever seen.
Tell you the truth, I don't pay much attention. We've got a few ladies living here. Could be one of them.
Well, would you just give me their names and the apartment numbers, please?
Do I have to? I got a meeting over the
Yes,
other.
if you wouldn't mind. It's important.
Okay. I got Sylvia McCarthy in 401. Linda Maxwell in 311. Charlene Parker, 312. Can I see the picture again?
Yes.
The hair's different, but you know, that could be Charlene.
312, you said?
Yes.
I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Charlene, you've got to stop this.
Yeah? Why should I?
You really don't care what this is doing to me, do you?
No, not really. It's my life, and I'll do what I please with it.
Charlene, now you know I promised to take care of you.
I don't give a damn. Can't you get that through your head?
Yeah?
I'd like to speak to Charlene Parker,
She's not here.
but I heard a woman's voice.
Do you spend a lot of time listening at other people's doors?
As a matter of fact, I do. And with the police, I'm Sergeant Anderson.
I'm sorry, it's been a rough day.
Your name?
Tom Shaw. What can I do for you?
I'd like to speak to Charlene Parker.
Well, I told you she's not here. Have a look for yourself.
Is this the bathroom?
Mm-hmm. You want to know what you heard? TV. I like it loud.
Do you live here?
No, just a friend with a key.
Your friend, what time do you expect her home?
Charlene? I was hoping she'd be here now. She in some kind of trouble?
No, we want to question her about someone we're looking for.
I see.
Would you ask her to call me, please?
Are you sure it couldn't have been a television set, Pep?
It wasn't the television. It was his voice.
So where was the girl?
It's really weird. I know she was there, and the manager did say it could be Charlene.
Put your phone into the office. Let's get moving on a search warrant.
12/50. It was not the television.
Say it's a search warrant?
Yes, ma'am. Right here. It's a search warrant. Right there.
What you done?
Could we just have the key, please?
Tommy, if there's something wrong, I think you should tell me about it.
There's nothing wrong. Can I just be in a mood once in a while?
Sure, but
But what?
it's more than a mood. You don't come home until all hours. Sometimes I feel like there's another woman.
Oh, baby. No other woman. Hey, we got a weekend coming up.
And you'll be off in the mountains hiking.
No, we'll be off. And you've always wanted to come with me. So, I'll call in sick tomorrow.
And we'll sleep in, have a late breakfast. Okay?
Just be careful not to touch anything. We'll probably have to dust for prints.
I never would have thought of that.
That'll be smart. She hasn't even got a toothbrush.
Bill, look at this.
Oh, what do you got?
This outfit.
What about it?
It's like the one she was wearing.
You sure?
Well, I can't be positive, but it's awful close. I don't think anybody really lives here.
There's no sheets on the bed. Looks like nobody sleeps here.
No sneakers, no jeans, a couple of wigs.
You think she just comes here to change clothes?
I don't know. I think these are all costumes.
If she just uses this place as a way station, why she got all these photographs up here? These are all the same woman. Could be her mother. The Crawford Studio, Clear Valley, California.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Shaw. She died about 10 years ago. Stroke, I believe.
Did you know her well?
No. Just that everybody knew about the terrible thing that happened.
And what was that, sir?
It mustn't have been more than a few weeks after this was taken. Her husband and little girl got killed in a car accident. She took it awful hard, they say. Went crazy with grief. Anyway, nobody was surprised when she passed on some years later.
Did she have any other children?
A little boy.
What happened to him?
Last I heard, he was living with his Uncle Martin Shaw.
Tommy was only a toddler when his father and sister were killed.
How old was the sister?
Charlene? She was 6.
Did you say her name was Charlene?
Yeah, Charlene.
She meant the world to her mother. The loss affected her mind.
Oh, in what way?
Well,
she couldn't accept Charlene's death. So, to her, Tommy took the girl's place. She kept him in dresses until he was school age.
Well, now, are these pictures of Tommy or Charlene?
Pictures of both.
He finally went to school as a boy, but he had to wear dresses around the house until he was 7 years old.
Tommy rebelled and refused to dress that way anymore. His mother just couldn't understand why.
Now, let me get this straight. The boy lived with you after his mother died, right?
Oh, yes, until he graduated from high school.
And do you hear from him?
Oh, all the time.
Could we have his address, Mr. Shaw?
I can... Right here.
Also, sir, do you have a more recent picture of him?
Oh, yes, I have a picture taken just after graduation. Can't you tell me what he's done?
We're really not at liberty to say right now, Mr. Shaw. I'm sorry.
He's a nice boy. It wasn't exactly what you'd call happy, but I can't imagine him doing anything wrong.
How did he get along with his mother?
Oh, he loved her very much at times. Then, again, he could hate her pretty bad. Even refused to go to her funeral.
Yeah, Papa made positive identification from his graduation picture. Now listen, I want him kept under surveillance until that apartment is dusted and we can check him with DNV. You got that? We'll be there in 30 minutes.
Evie,
Yeah?
make sure you bring a jacket. It gets pretty cold up there.
How's this for starters?
Sensational.
Are we really gonna sleep on the ground?
Mm-hmm. Sounds pretty grubby, huh? Want to back out?
No. Even if I have to stay dirty.
You won't have to. There are plenty of cold, icy streams. Oh, Evie, make sure we have some heavy socks, too.
Oh, shoot. Tommy, would you come in here, please? Tommy. What are these? What do these mean? Who do they belong to? Tommy?
They were put away. Nobody was supposed to see them. Why didn't you leave them where they were?
What's this all about? Tommy, is there something that hurts you so bad you can't share it with me? You can't talk to me about it? I want to help you. I find an envelope taped to the bottom of the drawer and open it. What is it?
I'm keeping them for somebody.
Who?
I promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
Does that have anything to do with what's bothering you? Then for God's sakes, tell me.
They're my sisters.
Your sister? The only sister you had died when she was a kid.
No, I had to lie about that. She didn't die.
Then what?
No more questions now.
But
We'll talk about it on the way to the mountains.
Yeah, well, look, if you hear from him, let me know, will you, please? Thank you. Hey, Pep. Bill? Just checked out the place where they work. He phoned in sick today.
Oh, yeah? What about his apartment?
Well, Pete's over there now.
Anything new on his fingerprints?
They're still checking. Say you should have some in a few minutes.
Crowley, yeah. Okay. Tell him to keep relaying his position. We're following. Hey, Pep, Joe. It's moving. Pete's on it. Let's go.
Suspect traveling north on Pacific Coast Highway.
Charlene didn't die in that accident, just my father. But the accident affected her mind. She had to be put in a sanitarium. Mama didn't want to tell me about it until I was about 10 years old because, well, she was afraid I wouldn't understand. After she was released, Mama got sick. I sort of started taking care of Charlene. But when Mama died, Charlene split.
Why didn't you ever tell me this?
I didn't want you to become involved with her and her problems.
We're just passing State Beach.
Yeah, that puts us about 10 minutes behind. What's the speed?
Just maintaining 55.
Why do you keep seeing her?
I promised my mother that I won't.
But you were just a boy, Tommy.
I felt responsible. I wanted to do it, though. There's always been that bond between us.
Did she like you?
You know, I think she needed me more than she needed anybody else.
Okay, I think I'll close the gap a little. We just got an affirmative on those prints from DMV.
Yeah, so I heard.
After I started living with my aunt and uncle, Charlene would contact me from time to time, but she would never tell me where she was or agree to see me.
You should have told me this before.
You don't know her, but she has a way of getting a hold on people.
Does she have that much of a hold on you?
I think she enjoys seeing me suffer.
Pete, he's our man. Just don't try anything alone, okay?
I got you, Bill. Roger and out.
Tommy, the things in that envelope, what do they mean?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh, please.
No, I mean it. Let's just not talk for a while.
Tommy? All of a sudden, I don't want to be doing this.
You want to go back?
I don't know. I feel so strange.
With me?
Just the way things are.
Evie, don't worry about it. I just thought it best you not knowing, that's all. I can see now where I was wrong.
You've got to help me understand.
I will. I feel better already just being out here. Come on.
Oh, it is beautiful.
I knew you'd like it.
Do you always come here alone?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Kind of keeps my head together, you know what I mean? A couple of times, Charlene came with me. Thought it might be a way of reaching her. I mean, nobody else would do it, really.
Tommy, how did she feel about your mother?
She loathed her. So much so I couldn't believe it. You know, one of the first things she told me after we got together again was
What?
she planned to kill her. You know what else she told me? She said she felt cheated because Mama died of natural causes.
Where are they, Pete? Up there hiking on the trail.
Let's go.
Tommy, tell me the rest. All of it.
What else you want to know?
Do you really think Charlene was capable of killing your mother?
Got no reason to doubt it. She's killed her 3 times since.
What do you mean?
And each time, she'd take something from them. Something with their name on it. And give it to me.
What are you saying?
To prove she was the killer. The driver's license, the credit cards. And I'd read those names in the paper and know it was true.
The strangling? Are you talking about those women who were strangled? How could you? Why didn't you go to the police?
I couldn't.
But why? Tell me, you've got to tell them.
I can't. Oh, dear God, Emmy, help me.
Of course I'll help you. Tommy, I love you. Everybody else in the world. We're gonna take care of this together. Well, I mean it, baby.
So you and Tommy are going to take care of things together, are you? I don't think you are. Do you know how long it's taken me to get rid of him? My sanctimonious brother?
You're not real.
My sweet, caring brother with all his loving advice?
You can't be real.
But he's gone for good. Just like you're going to be gone for good. Would you like to see how I kill those other women?
No, please.
I think you should know exactly how it was. Except with you, it's going to be very, very slow.
What's the matter? Abby? Who are these people?
I'll kill you. Depend on it. I'll kill you all.
Get him out of here. Go on. Come on.
I got it.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, boss.
Girl, okay?
Yeah, I stayed with her till her sister picked her up. She's gonna be okay.
How would you like to hop on and get something to eat?
I'm really not hungry, all right?
It's my treat.
Why don't you just go out with the guys, all right?
I'd be happy to do that, except Joe's gone home and Pete's got a date.
I wonder how long before Tommy Shaw is out and back on the street. Well, I guess that's the system. That's how it has to be.